Hello, folks. Welcome to Boom Shakalakaville and how to make a lobster roll with the Maine Oyster Company. What we're doing today is, well, making a lobster roll. It's really not a complicated process. What do you need? So, we already have some lobster meat right here. Now you can obviously steam, cook your own lobster, dissect your lobster, and then create the lobster meat. We also can get pounds of lobster meat, and that's kind of how we sell it in our kit. But anyway, you got the lobster meat, and then you have basically the roll, traditional Maine lobster roll, and then hot dog bun. Well, then you have basically the dressing for the lobster roll. What do you need for the dressing? We have mayo, not Miracle Whip. We have lemons, we have a little butter, we have some parsley, salt and pepper, and that's really it. And then it's kind of, the way traditionally served is in kind of a little basket with some potato chips. But we're probably just gonna kind of dive right into how to make the lobster roll. Okay folks, so before we can get to step one of dressing the lobster meat, how much lobster meat do you stick into the lobster roll? Quilla is here to answer that question to the best of her ability.
Alright, so we generally use a 1 pound bag of lobster meat. That's what we sell in our kit. That 1 pound gets you 4 lobster rolls, so that's approximately 4 ounces per roll.
Yes, so, and a cup. A cup here is actually 8 ounces, so it's really simple. You get a pound of lobster meat, just basically, well, if you have a pound of lobster, you just dump the whole pound in here. But if you're picking it yourself, a cup's a great way to kind of get a rough estimate on. So 1 cup equals 2 lobster rolls. So, okay, here we go. What do you do to the lobster meat? All we're gonna really do is stick a little mayo in there. I'm gonna stick the mayo. And this is another one that's a little subjective. We put basically kind of a heaping spoonful of mayo per lobster roll. What I have in here is a pound of lobster meat. So I'm gonna basically stick kind of roughly 4 tablespoons, teaspoons. As I say, it's probably better to start small with your mayo and then add more. Some people like a really light mayo. Some people like a really heavy mayo sauce on their lobster roll. And I mean, and that's really it. You're gonna put that in, you're gonna mix it up. Okay, so we have the mayo and the lobster. I added a light little dab of parsley to it. I mean, I put just a kind of a sprinkling of salt in there, and this is really all just a flavor. A little pepper in there. And then with lemon, you can really overkill it with a lemon flavor. So honestly, for 3 to 4 rolls, that's like more than enough lemon flavor. But this is another thing. This is very kind of what you like. It's kind of the whole point of this is just fun to do and experiment with. I mean, you just don't want to really overpower the lobster meat would be the primary thing. So that's really it. Dressing the lobster meat is very, very simple. It's mayo, and that's it if you want, but then you could add some salt, some pepper, some parsley, a little lemon, experiment with whatever else you like. But that's step one of dressing the lobster meat. Boom. Okay folks, we're up here in base camp, Mach 1 kitchen. Basically, we want to toast both sides of the hot dog bun. Really a huge piece of the lobster roll is how the hot dog bun is toasted and how buttered it is. You don't want to over butter it, and obviously any surface frying pan is great. One thing when you get hot dog buns is sometimes one side isn't smooth. This thing I learned from Chef Toddy is you really just want to try to make both sides as smooth as possible, because this will go so much better on the butter will melt much more perfectly. Panini maker is really an ideal way to do this, but honestly, this has already been heating for a little bit. We'll just let it heat for a couple more seconds, and then we just kind of, what we do is I kind of do one side, then that, and we'll leave that side, and it's all really a function of how hot your grill is, but generally the ideal temperature is around 400, 420 degrees, but you don't really need to keep it probably more than 2+ minutes on each side. So just keep an eye on it though. Okay, so it's been probably about 2.5 minutes. So I'm just gonna flip this one over. And that's pretty good. You can see though, if I had made that a totally smooth cut, it would have been a much more even like that across the whole thing. So it's still gonna taste phenomenal, but if you want that nice smooth cut, really try to slice and dice it nicely. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Woo! Hot! Team Boom Shakalaka, we got now some lobster meat dressed. We just got down for making these really pretty sweet looking lobster buns. And I mean, we're in the home stretch now, definitely. I'm just gonna cut that piece up a little bit. And it's kind of who you're serving for. I'm just using my hands, but it's kind of what your comfort level is there. I'm just gonna basically so there is a little art to packing the lobster roll, and you kind of wanna layer it. So that's layer one. And then as you kind of go across, you kind of build another layer on top of it if you're really looking to do it the right way. And you know why this is a little bigger? Because there's a little piece of shell stuck underneath. So you just kind of want to be careful as you do pick through the lobster meat that you get rid of those little shell pieces and just kind of keep layering it. I mean, 2 layers is great. I mean, these are a pretty good bun, so they're not going to break and they're pretty deep. If you have a cheaper bun, you can kind of slice down the middle of the bun a little bit to make it a little bit of a deeper kind of, I guess, envelope type hole here. And these are looking so good. We got just a really nice looking traditional Maine lobster roll. And okay, I mean, basically what we're gonna do now, we're gonna stick them into these nice little orange traditional bags. We're gonna add a little pack of potato chips. I mean, let's just garnish it up with a little bit of a lemon right there, really tie it all together. And then we have some guests over here. Quilla's actually teaching them how to shuck. Her mom's in town. It's really awesome. We got Emily and James and Leroy. We got Lisa. And here they are, folks. This is mock life. This is how to make a lobster roll. Welcome to Boom Shakalakaville. Thanks for filming, Nick. And see you next time. Watch Quilla learn how to shuck. Boom.